I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Hostin's obsession with race gets...
She spent her career branding America as irredeemably racist, scolding the nation over inherited guilt and demanding apologies from people for sins they never committed. But when Sunny Hostin's own family tree takes a darker turn, she suddenly goes silent. Turns out, her third great-grandfather owned a slave. And just like that, the self-anointed queen of generational guilt trips over her own roots as the PBS credits roll. Greg Gutfeld doesn't even need a speech, just one raised eyebrow and perfect comedic timing. Before we dig deeper, hit that like button if you're done with media elites who preach guilt but never face their own reflection. This isn't just hypocrisy, it's a live, slow-motion collapse of credibility. 2.
His obsession with race gets thrown back in her face. Today's video comes to us from Sunny Hostin. Sounds like a town. We're in Sunny Hostin. She was on PBS's Finding Your Roots, a show dedicated to researching celebrity ancestry.
Oh, I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, my friend?
I think it's actually pretty interesting that my husband and I have shared roots.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. And I think it's great for our children to know this information. I guess it's a fact of life that this is how some people made their living, on the backs of others.
Fact of life. Interesting change of tune. For more, we go to our chief Sunny Hostin correspondent for a reaction.
Sunny Hostin appeared on Finding Your Roots, that soft focus show where celebrities usually cry on cue while gentle piano music plays. But Sunny, no tears, no pause, just a cool smile and the words, "It's just a fact of life." Greg Gutfeld didn't need theatrics on the 5. He simply voiced what most viewers were already thinking. This is the same woman who spent years shaming Americans over historical injustice, insisting they confront their ancestry with guilt. Yet when her own family history shows up in high definition, suddenly it's complicated. Suddenly it's all about nuance. The double standard isn't subtle, it's glaring.
Just want to go on the record to let everyone know that I am very much against slavery. Very brave to say that on this panel. Karma, definitely. I mean, it's one thing. It's going to be so awkward on new episodes of The View when she tries to pull the race card.
Yes.
And then she's like, America is racist. And then they're like, yeah, they might be racist, but they're not like slave owner racist. like somebody that we...
That's so true.
She could have maybe done better. Okay, here's the thing. One thing, and I would have even actually not give her any, is she said, well, I guess that's just what they did back then.
Yeah.
She should have followed that up with saying something along the lines of, and I understand that that's a departure from the way I've talked about this before. That was to me, the one thing that was missing.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's okay, now that you have this information, have you had any personal growth? Do you think about things differently? You have to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Because when you're presented with information, it's okay to change your mind. It's good to change your mind. But you should acknowledge that has happened.
If she is shaming descendants of this, will she continue to do that when she is now one of them, Dana? And it is funny. She's so wrapped up in identity, and she had no idea who she was.
Well, now we understand why she always makes Whoopi get the coffee. I don't know. That's not true.
That's not true.
But you think about things that she said and how offensive they are.
Yeah.
Well, karma.
Yeah, it is karma.
Then the internet lit up like a meteor strike. TikTok threads, YouTube shorts, and reaction videos zooming in on Sunny Hostin's expression as the big reveal played. Some edits even dropped the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme underneath. One viral post summed it up. Sunny Hostin just found out her ancestors owned slaves, and her reaction was basically, "That's life, girl." Another hit even harder. "You can't preach generational guilt for years, then treat your own family history like a parking ticket. That's not accountability, that's a dodge." And Greg Gutfeld delivered the knockout. "They might be racist, but not slave owner racist." That line went viral, turned into meme gold, and even moderates joined in. Because this was never about ancestry, it was about selective outrage. No one blames Sunny for what her ancestors did. The scandal is her silence, the collapse of her moral high ground. For years, she's told others to sit in discomfort, confront ugly truths, and own the past. But when her own chapter showed up, her response was, "That's how people made a living." Maybe that works at brunch, but not in the moral courtroom. This wasn't a cheap gotcha moment. It was a carefully built media persona imploding under its own weight. Gutfeld didn't need to twist the knife. Reality did the job. Now the question is simple. Is Sunny being unfairly criticized, or is this what real accountability finally looks like?